just roll with it.
Go for it.
So last session we were in the middle of a big open plain without knowing exactly what was happening. There were a bunch of voices repeating everything we said out loud, plus the shadowy figures said everything we were going to do, so it's really, really fucking weird. And we metagamed the shit out of that, but didn't use it to cheat on the game or anything like that. We went to a little cottage nearby and discovered that we were basically in Hansel and Gretel, since there was an old lady in a house made of sweets, which, with a little bit of sticking our nose where we didn't belong, we discovered there was a child in the pot that she was making and one in the oven. After hurriedly saving her, we went off to another place where there's a simple bridge, and there was a troll in there who asked us a few riddles. We solved it expon ex like surprisingly fast, instead of spending 3 sessions in it because we are dum dums. And in the middle of all this, we saw small visions of some brothers arriving in the cavern that we are today, building the town, fixing everything. One was a writer, and the other one an artificer, if I'm not mistaken. He showed us a vision that the city was going to be destroyed, which looked like to be in the future. We discovered that the town actually was destroyed before, but the brother used some powers from chronomancy to put the town in a loop until they could figure out how to save it. He couldn't manage anything, so they got us here using their chronomancy and all the experiences they had before to give a chance to the town. The older brother died using his last magic to show us everything, and the other brother told us that we have 1 hour to save the town. So here we are, absolutely fucked.
Pretty much. Oh god, they changed all my, icons.
Yep, they did.
That's annoying. Alright, so we've got 1 hour until Cataclysm. Uh, Besides panic, what's the first thing we're doing?
Well, I'm safe. What about you guys?
Your
The
safety
other
isn't
brother.
really the point.
Sorry, what?
Your safety isn't really the point.
Yeah, I know, but actually, none of us have a problem with dying, so we can be very calm.
Well, I mean, we lose all our shit when the city collapsed, but
True.
Well, really looking forward to the experience of dying. I'm gonna look to the brother. You're telling me you guys have been in a loop constantly trying to figure out how to save the city from the ceiling falling, and you couldn't just evacuate it?
that was one idea we had put forth. But we decided
Well, how'd that turn
saving
out?
the town was more fruitful, I suppose.
Actually, what's the problem really that's happening? Is the engines from the crystals too old, or did you not know how to build it and just wang it until now?
The magic crystals were here long before we were, and they are held aloft under their own magic power. It seems when the time comes that their power ceases to function, they fall from the sky. If their power could be restored, they could be held aloft. But we were only two brothers, and our magic is not nearly strong enough to sustain all four.
Oh god, what's the fuel that they use? I don't know, you said magic, but is there anything like a stone, a special stone, or a creature inside of it?
They were created long ago from ancient magics no longer known to this world. As I recall, a certain wizard saw to it that their ancient city fell from the sky. You want to roll me history on that?
Yes, can I roll with advantage because I know all ancient cities from Karsus Kingdom fell?
Sure. Actually, you don't even need to roll, you just gave me the answer. But yeah, you know that the ancient cities of Netheril fell from the sky during Karsus' folly when their magic crystals were stripped of their magic. These magic crystals are probably scavenged from those cities and repurposed, as it were. And yes, I actually had to look at my map of Faerun to be like, is this feasible? Because where Netheril used to be is a vast fucking desert now. And it's actually just north by northeast of where we currently are.
Oh, that's interesting. I really hope this doesn't mean Mystery is dying again.
Well, if it would, they wouldn't have been able to use their magic to rewind time.
True. Let's see. Can we take a look at one of these crystals? Which one is the nearest?
Hold on, I gotta look at the map. There he is.
Hello, Max.
Oh.
Missed a little bit of lore.
There's some lore. Where the fuck did this come from? Good set.
Well, where we are, the closest one would be over by the markets.
How far is it?
I don't know, like 15 minutes.
I meant in distance.
You mean to get directly under it or to get up to it? Because those are two very different answers.
To get under it.
Probably about 15 minutes.
No, I meant like in distance, in feet.
Duh. I have a ruler somewhere. Where is it? There it is.
When did Roll20 update its UI?
We were just talking about that.
Okay, so they must have like just done it.
Probably roughly 200, 250 meters.
Oh god. I don't remember. What is a meter? A meter is like what? 3 feet?
3 feet.
Roughly,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's like a little over 1,000 feet. Right?
Oh, I can only bring one creature with Dimension Door.
No, that's it's closer to like 1,200.
Okay, let's just run to there then.
you are, or all of us? Are you making plans or taking actions?
We only got an hour.
Making plans, I guess. Okay, how
Okay.
about we separate each one of us do one thing? Woods, can you connect us?
Yeah, we're already connected. I think we're for another few hours.
Yeah, can you connect this old guy as well?
Okay. Then reconnecting it towards everyone. I know we only got an hour, but I'm still gonna roll that d8. Okay, if we still live through all this, we got 8 hours to stay connected.
Okay. I'm sorry, I just clocked in now. Do we have a plan? What are we doing?
Hadn't gotten that far yet. We literally just
Awesome.
got the bad news and started talking about it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great.
Look, my idea is each of us go to our own ways and try to figure something out. I'm going to examine the crystals.
Okay.
You know what?
Oh, boy.
I just cast Dimension Door to get really close to it.
You get like halfway there, bro.
Recall.
Let me.
I would cast Teleport, but we could definitely use the spell later, so
Oh yeah. Let
save
me,
it.
let me just let me take a quick look. What did you say? It was like roughly like 250 meters.
To the same one that he went to. There are 4 of the
Okay.
giant crystals throughout the town.
Okay.
Alright, since Krell literally can't do anything in the examining phase, she is going to spend a solid 10 minutes casting a spell.
Yeah, you get a little over halfway there. It's like almost 800. Oh, a little over 800 feet. Well, what the? So there's 4 giant crystals, and we know where one is.
That are losing power.
I'm about to say, walk out the front door, you can see all 4 of them in the sky.
Actually, to save extra time, I'm going to use 2 Dimension Doors.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Oh.
it's a 4th level spell. You have plenty of
I think
spell
the-
slots.
Yeah.
I feel like they can't be that strong, right? I feel like we could just go up there and break them.
Well, they're losing their
kind of
magic.
missed the point. They're losing their magic. We could restore their magic as one way of stopping them. We figured out.
Oh shit! They're magic crystals. That's
This was
interesting.
one of the
Yeah.
very first things I described when you came to Nevermore, is the 4 giant floating purple crystals in the sky.
Remember how long ago that was?
Everything has been described as tinted in a light purple hue whenever you're outside.
Anyway, I don't know. That doesn't necessarily need to be magic. It could just be some bioluminescent crystals. Maybe they got some moss on it that glows.
Not the point.
Not in this cavern.
Not in this one.
Yeah. In this cavern, they're keeping the
You gotta go 2
city
towns over for the moss.
existing. God, can we talk about how misaligned the numbers are on the spell sheet here, and the fact that they're in different fonts?
What are we talking about?
I'm sitting here looking at my spell list, and I'm like, why are the slots total and slots remaining different sizes and different fonts?
Oh,
And now that you've seen it, you can't unsee it.
and it's the same case for the fucking spell slot level too. They're all 3 numbers are different fonts.
Yeah.
That fucking sucks.
And if you look
Why'd you
really
tell me that?
carefully at the slots remaining, it actually spills out of the space allotted for it.
It does. It's formatted improperly. This is like when you're playing an old like SNES game and you notice that some text is formatted wrong and you're like, man, I know this is old, but like, come on.
Like, I grew up in the NES era, so it's like, I'm used to, like, translation errors and miscoded things.
Yeah, and worse scripts of games that were translated. Some games got good.
Congratulations, you are a winner.
All your world are belong to us.
All your base are belong to us.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one in forever.
I hate the fucking original translated script for Chrono Trigger, the SNES script. It's abysmal. I hate it. The DS one's a lot better.
You should have seen the campaign mode to Warcraft 3. Oh my god. The orcs were the most understandable. And they spoke in gibberish.
Love that. How the fuck?
I think I still have that game somewhere. If only I had built my PC with a disk drive. Actually, I have a disk drive on my old PC. I'd probably rip it out and put it in here.
I'm not gonna bother with that when I build mine. I have
Actually,
no
I
use
don't
for a
really
disk
even
drive.
have any space.
I don't
Without-
think you need a HD. You can just download a virtual machine.
Probably. But it was a PC
And since
game,
you own
so...
the game already,
Yeah,
since you own the game, it won't feel like pirating.
Well,
Oh,
I'll be
sorry, I usually
pirating
don't
my
mind
old
that
PC, but it is what it is.
It's a 20-year-old game that basically doesn't work anymore. Is that really pirating?
No.
Well, if you're Nintendo, then yes.
Yeah, well, Nintendo can fucking take a long walk off a short pier.
Yeah, their theory on that is, even though we can't make any money off of it anymore because no system we have can still play it, you're still stealing from us. Even though it is literally worthless to us.
Nintendo going
Because...
out of their way to sue a 4-year-old because they had a Mario themed birthday party.
If Nintendo's defensive of one thing, it's their old games, their that's it. Their old games. They don't care about anything else. Oh, what's that? Our controllers are just built worse, and they have this problem that makes them unusable. Figure it out, bro.
Not to mention, if you get caught jailbreaking a Switch, they will sue you into oblivion.
Yeah, same with 3DSs, which were the easiest fucking console to jailbreak ever.
Well, 3DS has recently lost their complete online capabilities, so it's not really a problem anymore.
Yeah, you can't really do it anymore.
I randomly got a fucking email about that one day. I'm like, your 3DS will soon be unable to connect to the Nintendo Store or online services. I'm like, cool, I haven't touched that thing in like 3 years. Like, occasionally I'll go back to play like Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time, but I have Ocarina of Time on my Switch, so I don't give a shit.
Those are like the 3DS ports of those games are like the worst way to play them.
Yeah.
Especially Majora's Mask. God, what a shit port that was.
Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda.
It's a great Zelda,
Yeah,
but the 3DS
it had a great concept.
I liked it. I played it back on the Wii way back. I was like,
I played it when it originally came out on the N64.
I had one of those. The only game I had on it was Star Fox, and I couldn't.
Fox
And I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know this, but I haven't gotten much smarter in 15 years since I was 4, so I probably would still suck at Star Fox.
I had the original Star Fox on the Super NES, and God help me if I could get past the first couple levels.
Oof, yeah, that's ugh. The only exposure I've had to that game is the micro game in WarioWare Smooth Moves.
Oh, jeez. Alright, we got a game to play. We should stop nerding over Nintendo for 5 minutes.
Sorry. Sorry. I hate
Alright,
them, but
Exactly.
but I still like their shit. Okay. I feel like we don't have a lot to operate with here, and we have not very much time to figure it the fuck out.
So yeah,
I got
am
it.
I at the crystal?
You
Oh, alright, Woot,
Yeah.
share.
All right.
Sorry, yeah.
you magic casters know how to mend stuff, right? Get up on that sailing and start mending the shit out of it. We have 16 minutes to do this.
And Krell is spending 10 of them to cast a single spell.
How many? Who here can fly besides me?
I can do it.
You can fly?
Yeah, but I'm going to have to cast a 9th level spell for that.
Fucking. So you can't fly. You should have just said, I can't fly.
I can teleport up there.
Okay, well that's good.
And then feather fall back down.
Yeah.
I can fly.
Oh, I can also go in there as an animal.
Oh yeah, you could polymorph. I forgot about that.
Wait, hold on.
Anyway, I just went through 2-dimension doors, and since I have Misty Step as a cantrip, I just went all the way there running and Misty Stepping. Am I at the crystal?
Yeah.
So you teleported twice and then you Misty Step. Ah, fuck. Oh, god damn it. This fucking mouse sucks. I need a new mouse.
So, just reading animate objects over here, and, if the object that I animate does not have legs or other appendages for use of locomotion, it instead has a flying speed of 30 feet and can hover.
Oh.
So I could make, like, an animated platform and fucking Silver Surfer that shit.
I see. I have no fucking idea what I'm gonna do. I could try and get some divine intervention going on.
Buy yourself
That's
some more
not-
time. Smart.
I didn't. I meant just see. I feel like if I could call God, they should probably be able to stop whatever's going to happen, right?
Or at least intervene in some meaningful way.
Exactly. So, if all else fails, we have that to fall back on.
And it has certainly been more than a week since the last time they answered your prayer.
But it's not. But don't treat it as like, oh, we have this infallible thing if all of our other plans fail. It's we have this like 1 in 100 shot if everything else fails.
Well, I mean, technically,
Oh, yeah,
it's
I think
like,
with, like-
what, 1 in 17-ish? How many cleric levels
1
you
in
got
12.
again? Yeah.
Go on, I believe in you.
That's a reliable
So-
option because we pissed off so many gods at this point.
So roughly
That it's not
a
gonna
1 in,
work.
yeah, roughly a 1 in 8 chance.
Yeah, so, you know, it's not infallible, but it is like a last resort thing.
Couldn't you do it right now? Because if it fails,
Yeah, that's true. We wouldn't want to. We wouldn't want to save it for last. How would I word? What would I say? I've learned. I've learned that I should treat every power beyond my understanding as a monkey's paw. This is something I've come to terms with. Everything hates me, and they're all out to get me.
go simple. Ceiling falling, stop it.
Stop the crystals and the from falling.
Oh god, I thought these were mini Swedish fish. Shit.
Oh.
These are full-ass size Swedish fish.
Wait, the crystals are on the ground or on the ceiling?
floating in the sky.
Oh,
Oh, they're
well,
floating? Shit.
yeah, I thought they were on the ground sending a beam to the ceiling.
Boy, that's whoever designed this cave, whatever being or god, is really damning whoever decided to build something here. If the magic can just run out. So restoring magic is one of the possibilities. How? Well, I could tell them to do that as well. I could ask them to restore magic to the stealing crystals in Nevermore.
Yeah, but they're going to restore like 1 second of magic.
That's true. Yeah, you really
Maybe
need
make
to.
it specific.
Yeah, I need to be more specific.
Restore the magic to give us enough time to figure out how to stop it.
They could
Oh.
also give 1 second.
Well, we can't figure it out in a second, so no, it wouldn't work.
I mean, if they're, I feel like the word permanently could work because they're gods, you know.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's something they should be able to do.
Well, even the gods of this universe have their limits.
That's true.
True.
And big,
Like,
big floating magic
unless,
crystals. Ooh.
unless your domain is magic,
Hmm.
how don't
What's
you
the domain
Console
expend
is your-
infinite
spot?
magic?
Oh god. This is awful. I agree. Why does this have 25 mils of sodium?
Because fuck your kidneys.
But it does have 90 mils of vitamin C. Ugh. This is tropical punch, and the punch is italicized.
Oh, sorry, I lied. I can fly without a 9th level spell. I just need to use a 7th one. Oh, I don't
Oh.
use it. I just posting it so you guys can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Were you asking me a question, Woods?
No, I didn't say
you-
anything.
Oh, okay. I thought you said my name.
That was Gabe.
Oh,
He
I
asked
knew
you
that.
what your cleric patron's domain was.
Twilight,
Oh,
not magic.
Now's a good time to start changing religion. Go.
I don't think that's how it works.
don't we have a god of hurt or anything?
God of what now?
God of earth,
Earth?
dirt, rocks, anything?
There's Freya.
Oh.
Come on, Krell, can't you ask Loki to talk with his sister?
Think it is.
Is that
What
their
is the goddess
relationship
of death gonna do to help us in this situation?
If she saves the people from the town, they can reproduce and create even more death.
You do realize she only rules over the people who have non-glorious deaths, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Oh,
Look,
to
I
that.
am terrified here, running towards a crystal that I don't even know what I'm going to do with it.
Got it, Krill. You have to ask him to ask her to save people here, because if she does, or if she doesn't, that means her kingdom or domain is not like suddenly overwhelmed with like, I don't know how exactly you enter it or what check-in like thing you need to do to get in there.
Exactly,
But
threaten
it's
her
not
with paperwork.
trapping. Yeah, so you're not
Not
overwhelmed with the
paperwork.
sudden arrivals.
Who the fuck is my mother?
I think you have religions mixed up.
I don't understand this. I'm just thinking in logic. You don't want to bottleneck the system, man. Can you imagine?
We are in.
I mean, I'll
We're
see
in
what I
trouble.
can do, but I don't have great faith for it.
There's a suggestion in there. I would love to hear it too. Not an answer.
Oh, right. Well, this time we've been dicking around, 10 minutes have passed. Paige has been studying that crystal, and Krill's spell has finished. It's casting time, and from the ground around. Oh, get Paige out of there. Go sit over there for a while. The table springs up from the ground in the middle of this grand room. And upon the table is magnificent food and drinks, the likes of which you've never seen before.
Whoa.
Heroes
What
Feast.
Yep, Krell's had Heroes Feast for a hot fucking minute. I'm like, this
Where'd
seems
you
like
tell
the
us
best.
this?
It actually requires a gem encrusted bowl worth at least 1,000 gold pieces. And we're in the fucking mayor's mansions. This seems like the best place if any to find that.
Oh boy. Oh shit. Well, this is good. This is nice, but how is this going to help?
It
Is this like a
emboldens
last meal
you. It
situation?
strengthens you. Just shut up and eat.
Okay.
I know what this is. This is a last meal suicide pact thing, isn't it?
No.
We're
Paige
not.
made a good decision
We're
to
not a
run.
cult. We're not in a cult. Roots. All right, just relax.
So,
Also, just a reminder that none of us are going to die. We have clones.
Oh yeah. So if we, I mean, there's still like a whole city here.
yeah, at least some of us have teleportation abilities.
I would just like wake up 3-4 days later in a Demi plane, so I'm fine.
Yeah, all of our clones are at at the castle, so we're we're kind of set. But I would prefer to have this not happen.
Yeah, me too.
Our house is here, and there's a lot of people here I like.
What did I gain from the studying the crystal?
I'm getting to that. I was going to describe the benefits of Heroes Feast first, since
Oh,
we're eating
sorry.
that. So, the three of us who consume this meal are cured of all diseases and poison, become immune to poison and being frightened, make all wisdom saving throws at advantage, and we each gain 2d10 maximum hit points, and we gain that same amount. And these
Whoa.
benefits last for the next 24 hours.
Sick. 2d10 maximum hit points. That's awesome.
15. My dice are rolling like mad slowly.
Yeah, mine are too.
I wonder if that's just a roll 20 being wonky thing, or is that a me thing?
How'd I get a? That's 10 and fuck.
Well, that's what my 1 6th level spell slot.
All right. For a total of 154 for the next 24 hours. Okay. There was like something we could dome the town in. That would be awesome. Don't have that. What are we gonna do?
As a last resort, we could just use Hansel to hold the ceiling.
You want me to hold up the ceiling?
Yeah, you have those boots, that belt and those gauntlets, don't you?
Yeah, but the crystals are like floating.
You can manage.
What do you mean? What the fuck are you talking about? It's like 4 separate crystals. if you had like some type of roof we could put over, and then I could hold that up, that would be a different story. But I'm not gonna be able to go all the way up there and hold on to it until the event is over. I can only fly for 4 minutes or 5 minutes now, I think. 6 minutes. I could fly for 6 minutes now.
Hey, Crow.
Yep.
Does Loki happen to know where Mimir is?
Do you think we're just constantly in contact?
Oh
You
shit.
think there's some god hotline where I could just call up whoever? That isn't that easy.
Look, it was just a question.
How long is this taking to get? Minute.
Okay, did anyone bound with the chronomancy ball?
I never said
You
it
did.
required
Uh,
attunement,
You said you
by
had
the
an empty
way.
slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it.
Oh, I did it.
I also never said it
That's right.
required attunement to begin with.
You did.
Did I? Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah, you straight up did. That's why we never did anything with it.
I'm like, wait a minute, check my notes. There it is.
Yeah, so we had Paige do it.
Yeah.
Jake's page is the only one that
Because
still has slots.
because here's the thing. You just gave me idea with that whole thing. Do you know the history of Atlas?
Yeah,
I'm familiar, yes.
I assume we're
If
talking
we
about the
had
Greek one.
Yep, the Greek one. If we had the time, you could just build a gigantic statue in the middle of the town, holding off the ceiling.
I don't. I I feel like the ceiling is a lot higher up than you seem to think.
I know how high it is. That's why we need someone with the ability to stop time.
So do you think the orb
Or
could stop time?
we could do something similar with the Ryujiku Bang. I still have it.
All right. Well, what like what?
It did hold the ceiling of the last cave we were in.
Oh, that's a good point
Yeah, how
actually.
you're thinking with portals.
But I don't think the ceiling collapsing is what the problem is here.
Well,
It is.
it's a pretty big
It's
part of the
basically what we're
problem.
trying to fix it.
Isn't the I thought it's the crystals falling that's the problem.
Yeah, the
Oh no.
crystals are holding the roof up from collapsing.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I knew that. I knew that. I actually have like something to that effect written down. So that's my bad. Great.
You guys are
That,
with Jacob. Can he say where's the exact midpoint of the cave?
yeah, eh.
Well,
I
he's on the
think
mental link too.
yeah, he's in the mental league
I'll
too.
connect
Oh yeah.
you.
Woot is our operator.
Yep.
Brief
Stand by.
dial-up sound.
Okay. Okay, you guys are
Oh,
connected.
your call is going to be reached. Just a moment. Please wait.
Your call
Your call's
is
very
important
important
to
to us.
Uh, let's see. If I'm doing my math right, and I can actually triangulate points on a map. The manor is roughly the center point of the city. So where we're at, basically.
There's got to be a base somewhere on this house we could put up the stick.
Right in the front fucking yard. It is a cobblestone courtyard, after all.
So we could just put a round hole into a brick and set it there.
Uh, okay, perfect. I send one
But
clone running with a Ryu Jingu Bang up to our house.
oh,
Not our house. The manor we're
the
currently
manor
in.
we're
Yeah,
at now.
the manner we are out now. Sorry, it's just
Oh boy, it's gonna take that guy a hot minute to get here.
Only
15
about 15
minutes.
minutes.
And he can also miss his step all the way through, so he's faster. Maybe
Oh,
like not 15 minutes, but like 10.
Oh, it's a clone is making a mad dash back to the manor of which we're in. Does anyone have any
Anyway.
good ideas?
Well, thanks, Krell.
Well, you could stop the roof from falling, but we still have to worry about the damn crystals.
Okay. Just gotta keep calm. Mending's gonna take too long. Apparently, Hansel's god's on he's on the he's on hold.
not on hold, but I'm trying to figure out how to word my request.
Okay, then Hansel's too busy trying to talk to his
Uh,
his crush, but okay. Um, I don't know who knows the earth magic to I don't know, make that umbrella idea or the dome idea. Jacob, you're an engineer. What the hell?
I build machines, not manipulate the earth itself.
Could it make an iron dome
I feel
of
like
some
knowing.
kind?
Okay, hold on.
The infrastructure required from that is still decades out.
Really?
Do you know how
How many
long it
loops
would?
were you?
You know how many lifetimes it would take to build even iron pillars that reach the roof?
They could be made out of steel too. I don't know.
No one said it needed to reach the roof. We said it needed to cover the town.
And that would
That's
be an even
more iron.
greater task.
Well, okay. Maybe maybe a bit of research on the crystals themselves would help. Maybe there's
Yes,
some
Paige, are you
literature
there
in the
yet?
library. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, seeing them in person and maybe I don't know, getting a sample or something.
I'm here.
Fine.
It's been about 20 minutes now.
Oh
Okay.
god. Okay,
Where?
my clone is running there with the Ryu Jingle Bang, and I'm here studying. Did I get any insight in here?
Um,
Roll Arcana.
yeah.
Classic. Roll good. If you roll bad, I'm gonna, bro.
Let's use that inspiration.
Much better.
That's better.
Alright, so from what you know of Netherese magic, it is rather an inverse of the standard weave. So only at the moment of it running out could you infuse raw weave back into it without the whole matter touching antimatter situation happening.
Oh.
Shit.
Fill it up once it's on empty. That's okay. How do we fill it up?
Do I know how to fill it up?
You're a wizard, it's up to your own innovation.
couldn't we use magic items to fill it?
Well, most magic items do contain a small amount of the weave itself. So, in theory, if you had a fuck ton of magic items to throw at one of them, it would do something.
Can you one of you guys speak to Fizzy Widgets? Preferably someone with a lot of charisma.
Eey. Hi, cat. Please, not right now. No, leave me alone.
What item? Got to your items, man. Why can't we just throw one of those at it? Hansel, throw your hammer at it. Not breaking wise, but more as like recharging wise.
What the fuck does that mean? I need you to tell me what
Oh,
you mean by
no.
that. You can't just
Feed the
say
hammer
you
to the
can't just
crystal. I don't know.
say boots.
Feed your hammer that you got from your 3 things to the crystal.
I could, I don't know. I feel like maybe I could try expending it. No, expending a charge would probably even do worse things. It's got all this magic in it, but I don't know if I could filter it from one thing to another. And also, this would have to be when they run out of magic, which is in about 40 minutes.
Engineer, how many crystals do we need operating for that ceiling not to fall?
Throughout our studies, we found that at least half of them are required to keep the roof aloft.
Okay, we just need
Huh.
to feed 2 of those with energy.
But the other 2 would still fall to the ground.
Right.
Look, better
So
2 crystals than 4 crystals and a whole roof.
okay. Okay, hold on. We could probably have someone or two people on the ground to do something to the crystals as they fall to the city. Break them up, do whatever, disintegrate them, and do something to that effect. Because I know we can do that. So we also need two people to feed magic into them once they start to fall. I can play both sides. I'm very capable of doing both things here.
Yeah, but you're one of the only people that can
The
fly.
ceiling.
And I can also fly us up there. Woot doesn't. Woots, I don't think you've got the magic to feed into these crystals. Am I right in guessing?
No, I don't. I can punch a crystal, but I think that'll do more harm than it can help.
Okay.
As for flying,
So
how long does it take to attune to something?
Uh, the
an
length of
hour.
a short rest, so minimum half.
Look, without if I'm not recharging, you can do with 1 falling crystal. Can just cast demi-plane and stick inside of it, or just cast wall of force and have the crystal crash into the middle of the air.
So I can fly. Whoever else wants to be up there, try to figure out how to feed magic into the crystals. Although Paige said he can find a way to fly, so you know
And I guess I can run evacuations to at
that's
least
true.
get people out of the way in case we can't stop the crystals.
Okay, so we're forming a plan here. We can have we can have me and Paige working on feeding magic, and then you two can be down here helping evacuate and preparing for the crystals to fall. And then I can join you once I've finished. I imagine it can't take that long, can it?
What,
Or
evacuating a
not?
city or feeding the
No, 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 no.
stones?
Feeding the stones.
Depends how you do
I
it.
don't know how long. Yeah, okay.
Uh,
Why are you meowing at me? Go lay back down.
Because it wants your love and attention.
No, she wants to munch on my hand. Come here.
Well, that
how
is a
much
sign of
energy?
affection.
Let's see. That's a fucking ton of rocks. Plus 30 meters of crystal, plus the magic relative to the air around us, plus the weave currency.
Are you doing nonsense wizard magic?
Of course I am.
Or wizard magic, wizard math. I love nonsense wizard math.
That's great.
I think it's like the third or fourth time you've done that. Just throw out random, good sounding terms. I guess this follows. I don't understand how your wizard spells work, but if you have to do all this math, cool. I yell at things and they explode.
Exactly. So with that wizard math, did they figure out how much energy we're going to have to use?
I heard Discord ping.
Yeah, basically.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, if I could see the possibility of just like jabbing my hands into one and just pumping spell slots into them. Not even casting any spells, just pumping the slots in.
Well, that would be raw, unfiltered weave, so yes.
So it would work, probably. I'd probably have to use a lot of what I have, but it would work. Alright, well if I want to be there, I should probably take off now.
Yeah, we're gonna want to be outside now, and totally taking the mimic, not forgetting it.
Oh yeah, Mimic Dog. Mimic Pup. We need to name it. What are we gonna name it?
Figure that out later.
Fair enough. Get the fuck out of here.
Do y'all know that mimics
God.
by default weigh 50 pounds? Because they fucking do.
Huh. Well, I can carry it. What?
That's
Why
the
are you
good
looking
thing we
at that?
don't play with encumbrance rules now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get outside into the city. Ah, that's cool.
Why are you looking at it like that?
Alright, so the three of us and the Page clone are out in the courtyard. And Clone Page is preparing to extend his power pole. We've got roughly half an hour left until Chicken Little is proved right.
Right, I'm gonna go ahead and head up. I'm gonna just get what? Stop yelling at me.
Alright. Well,
Turn on my Steps of Night and get the fuck into the sky.
alright. Well, there's a lot of people in the city needing to be saved. So, Krell is going to expend her 9th level spell slot to use her chaos magic. First, she's going to change into Valkyrie form because we do badass things in congruity with each other. And her 5-word spell is going to be an army of only me.
Oh.
And before you know it, there's approximately 1,000 of Krell in this courtyard.
Oh, oh, I'm glad I am glad I missed that. Holy shit.
A
1,000 chaotic, knee-shattering goblins. And all of them with the primary directive of saving people and teasing Hansel Vestikov. Absolutely not.
So yeah, just fucking
What?
instant break and scatter as 1,000 Valkyrie-driven Krells spread out over the city to evacuate as many people as humanly possible.
Jesus.
Girls got the evacuation down.
Okay. While you guys do that, clone page is just going to like equilibrate the Ryu Jingle Bang on the ground and say high enough to reach both the ceiling and the ground.
Alrighty. So the Ryujingu Bang begins to increase in height and width proportionally, becoming larger and larger until it's got roughly a 20-foot circumference. Or 20-meter circumference, sorry.
Oh.
Just expanding upward and outward, becoming even larger than when we originally found it. So I believe it was only like 10 feet across when we originally found it. But this thing is fucking colossal at this point. And reaching from ground to ceiling of the cave, burying itself deep into both, and forming the supportive pillar. Granted, this change takes a few minutes to enact.
Holy shit, I can see it from here. Are you guys alright?
I got the fuck out of there, so don't ask me.
1,000 Krell voices in your mind. Yep, got it!
Oh god. Oh. 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 It made me feel weird. I don't like that sound. Pro can do some fuck damage with that.
Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't give her, I made it a 9th level spell, so I'd only get one shot and wouldn't be able to, you know, stack a 9th level spell on top of that. Because her only other 9th level spell is Psychic Scream, which explodes people's heads if they die from it.
That'd be bad.
Yeah, you take 14d6 psychic damage and are stunned. I can pick up to 10 creatures of my choice within 90 feet of me that have an intelligence score of 3 or higher. If they do save, they take half as much damage and aren't stunned. If they get killed by it, their head explodes, assuming they have one. And they have to make it a DC 20 intelligence saving throw again each of their turns for the stun to end. So, Krell could effectively stun a whole city if both were available.
Incredible.
Which is why I gave her that counterbalance of no, she does not get to cast another 9th level spell if she does this. Because most of her, all of her 8th level spells are statuses, and her 7th level spells, she only has one that actually does damage.
Huh.
Granted, that one spell could turn 1,000 Krells into more than an atom bomb. Imagine 1,000 delayed blast fireballs at maximum delay going off at the same time. Should be wild.
That's the
I'll
nuke.
be right back.
That's the nuke we needed right there.
Listen, I didn't think about it until I was just rereading my spells. But then we'd have to worry about fallout and
True.
everything that comes with that. Starting a big ass fire in a closed space. Alright. So let me get the next map prepared.
All right.
Okay, damn it. I hate it when your tokens revert. Gotta open up your character sheets so they actually work. Get it for both of them. What the hell?
Oh, roll.
I'll be right back in a minute.
Alright. I should probably open that character sheet too, just in case. Alright.
What the fuck? Oh, it's bad. These are big fucking crystals.
Oh yeah.
Well, at least there's probably going to be somewhere to sit once I get up there.
Yeah, so you can at least sit and focus a while.
If only I didn't have 2 warlock spell slots. Then I could send little Hansel off to go take care of one of these. But oh well.
That an interesting map.
Yes, a divided map for 4 separate locations.
We already have the Ryujin Bang holding the ceiling. Now we just need to deal with these crystals. In case the Ryujin Bang doesn't work.
Alright, it's been about a full half hour since we got the dire news. And, Krell's got about 15% of the population of the city either evacuated or in the process of evacuation. And what's worse is every so often she's radioing in with updates.
Oh god.
It's every like 5 minutes you just get the wave of 1,000 Krell voices updating you.
Legion.
We are Legion, for we are many.
You need to get a hobby.
I have
Never.
a hobby.
This is maybe my worst nightmare.
Well, at least they're not all bothering you.
Yeah, because I'm up in the sky and they're on the ground.
You guys are getting a bird's eye view of the many, many corrals just everywhere.
So I think he's gonna feel a little woozy after this.
Look at them go.
Yeah, because Woods
Yeah.
is the one relaying all these messages.
Look at them go. They are. They're doing good work.
How is the crystal up there?
That's a great question. How is the crystal?
The light is rapidly fading.
It looks like it's dying actively. But is it comfortable to sit on?
Define comfortable.
Is there like a flat enough spot for me to sit where I won't be like, there's sharp things jabbing into my butt?
Probably, yeah.
Alright, awesome. It looks like it's dying and it's decently comfortable to sit on.
I wouldn't say comfortable, you're just not being penetrated.
Is there any mechanical parts in it, or is it just a flat crystal?
I don't know. Let me look.
It's kind of like a cluster of crystals around a central one.
It's more like a bunch of crystals, rather than just so no mechanics, no, just magic.
Any sigils?
Nothing.
Nope. They are just crystals. Well, magic crystals. You get the fucking point. They're magic crystals, and that's kind of it. Ow! What the fuck did I?
Oh, sorry, I misclicked it. Let me get on the top of one, and I'm going to fly to the one I'm just under.
Hold on, I'll be back.
And just like Hansel, we're going to sit on the edge of one.
Alrighty.
I'm going to choose a raven for this job.
I mean,
Is it
pretty
like
much all flying creatures have the same flight speed, so it really matters a little.
I know, it's just roleplay.
I mean, you could have turned into an owl, but that's just you.
I like ravens, okay, and
Nature's
crows.
slowest flying bird. Right? Owls are the slowest birds, aren't they?
I don't know. Do I
think so.
look like an avian enthusiast?
I'm not a bird doctor.
Barely a people doctor.
Is that a reference?
No.
No. I don't know, I just assume everything people say at me is a reference. And sometimes it is. It's like how
It's mostly
whenever...
a JoJo reference.
What the fuck? My kid just knocked over a fucking big pile of shit! What's wrong with you?
It's a cat.
Yeah, but she's never done that! Ever!
It's because you weren't paying
You are
enough
not
attention
paying
to her.
attention to it.
Fucking... BB, you are dead. I let you out for a few minutes. It's all behind my fucking couch, too. This cat is going to be the death of me.
That's like the second thing that's going to be the death of you in the last, like, hour.
Yeah.
My girlfriend threatens her cat with, "I'm going to take you to the Chinese restaurant after this."
Oh, Jesus.
Don't know how to feel about that. Wait, was it just these two? I think you're on thin ice, little lady.
Alright, only 20 minutes left on our clock. What's Woots up to over there?
I'm gonna run like hell to this crystal's location. And how high is it off the ground from where I'm at?
Hundreds of meters.
Okay. Luckily, hopefully, hence why I'm running like hell to get here, I attuned to my winged boots.
Alrighty.
And I'm just gonna fly up onto it and make my own little perch on the crystal. and try to figure out, okay, how the hell can a non-magical person like myself do this? Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, without being able to infuse magic into it, obviously destruction is an option.
That's what I was imagining. Just fucking take a giant leap into the sky and punch it really hard. Or punch it
Well,
several
you
times.
Hansel spoke of putting spell slot power into it, so I don't exactly have that. So I'm gonna try putting some key points into it.
Oh,
As magical I can get.
leap onto it as it's falling. Pump key into it. That might work, honestly.
Well, doesn't need to leap into it. Loses attuned to the boots of flying.
Oh, I forgot. I
Fancy
forgot
shoes.
about that.
I'm wearing good shoes if this is the last day I'm gonna die, you know?
Okay, and if it doesn't work, I can probably get over there and smash it. And if that doesn't work, well, shit. If it does work, that'd be awesome though, because then we just have the one to worry about. It's
Throwing some key points into it.
I don't know.
Before it's
I don't know
empty.
if you're gonna be able to.
We still got about 20
You know-
minutes until they run out and fall.
Yeah.
Standing up here, you know that urge of jumping down in a high place?
Yeah.
No.
Never had it.
So then why are you mentioning it?
Because I'm fucking terrified and glued to this crystal.
You could
Here,
stop
or a
yourself
raven
from
at the moment?
falling.
I know. I was going to say the hormones are to blame, but I don't have a body anymore. My brain function, my soul functions are still active like I'm alive, so still
Yeah,
feel
why do
like I
you
will
even
die.
have a fear of death? Actually, yeah, you're the only one of us that can have a fear of death. Because the rest of us are immune to the frightened condition. Next 24
True.
hours. God, without realizing it, I instilled us with the power of bravery beyond sense.
Yeah, man, it was the Last Supper, man. It was a suicide meal.
Uh, Alright, well, time is drawing very, very near. Krell's still giving her reports every couple minutes. And by the 10 minutes remaining mark, she's gotten roughly 75% of the city evacuated.
We have one crystal that's just completely unaccounted for.
How long is a short rest?
Minimum of half an hour.
Oh, it's minimum
Oh.
half an hour.
Yeah, we went over that
Oh,
earlier.
yeah, that would
Not
not
bad.
be possible. Besides all the magic I have in my body, I'm also going to take the robes of settling colors to use the magic on the crystal.
Yeah.
Wait, is this one falling into like the canal?
Yeah.
It'll probably be fine on its own. If that's the one that's unaccounted for, it'll probably be fine.
I mean, you bathed in that water before. You know it's only like 4 feet deep.
Yeah.
Well,
so it'll probably
different you, rather.
Yeah, now that I'm up here, how big are these crystals?
They're pretty fucking big. They're
Okay.
Like size of
roughly
a house or like an SUV?
like... Roughly the size of a forklift.
Oh, okay.
Okay, they're pretty tall. Yeah, if that one falls into the water, it'll probably be fine. I don't know. I don't remember how many people live on the canal. Probably not that many. So if we had to leave one unaccounted, that would be the one. Yeah, well,
Are you guys ready for this?
not as ready as I can be.
In the last few minutes before crystals drop, Krell's got 90% of civilians evacuated.
Crystal apocalypse. Let's go.
Isn't there like a levitate spell just as like a backup plan that you guys can cast?
I think I actually do have that.
Well, that's the ultimate backup.
Look, we already have the Ryu Jingle Bang as a backup and Hansel's God, so
Yeah, we've got
Actually,
we've got a
couldn't
bit to
you-
work with.
couldn't you call him right now instead of later?
I mean, yeah, I could, but I feel like I think the problem if they need to be empty for it to work in the first place, then probably would still
Yeah,
have to
true.
wait. So, gonna try handling it myself first. I'm a big boy.
It would be really dangerous if you
proud.
ask it to fill with energy for forever and the crystal just explodes from so much energy.
Yeah. I could always go for the classic until it withers away, which will be who knows how many hundreds of years from now.
Roughly 1,000 and some change.
Okay. And that'll be for I'll be log dead by then, so the future generations can figure that out.
Oh yeah, so
well-
just fuck the guys that are going to live here.
Maybe
I'm
in
not saying
maybe in roughly
I'm saying-
1,500 years, someone will solve this fucking problem if we leave behind a testament of it.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
that's right.
these
Just bring it to the
crystals
next
just run out of
generation.
This is like 10 to 12 generations down the line, if we're going by human lifespans.
And we should erect a statue, not of us, but of maybe this moment, and have a very detailed plaque about what's going to happen, or a book.
Be
Maybe we should just
interpreted
write
wrong.
a fucking book.
You know, all of our statues were going to be diminished by the 1,000 crowns along it.
Also, we'll probably actually still be alive by then.
Well, at least Paige and Roots will most likely be,
Yeah.
assuming we survive.
I have the option to choose death. At least I think I do.
Well, if you do die and Paige brings you back against your will, are you really ever going to die?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, God. Less than 1% juice. Okay, thanks. And yet this is somehow still better for me than the Hawaiian.
Alrighty. Well, the time has come. The crystals eventually, all the light drains away from them, and they begin to plummet down to the city below. What
Alright,
will
it's game time.
you do?
I touch it and just like Hansel said, started pumping out spell slots, take the robe of sizzling colors and also put all the magic he had on it.
Yeah, time to jab my fingers into it and start pumping in spells from highest to lowest.
Alright, just pumping your magic out as rapidly, as quickly as you can.
I'm just going to leave a level 1 spell slot for me.
If I have
Just
to
in
use
case
everything,
Featherfall.
I will use everything.
Yeah.
Because I don't have up to 9 level spell slots. I only have up to 6. So if I have to use everything, so be it.
Alrighty, so obviously Paige is better at manipulating the weave, being a wizard. That's kind of what they're all about. Like, you're able to pump out your spell slots even faster, converting them into raw weave as you do so and infusing it into this crystal. And as you do so, its color slowly changes from the deep purple that its inert state is to an almost sky blue color. And by the time you've reached the edge of your magic's limit, so let's see. Calculating terminal velocity, give me a second. Roughly, just expending every bit of magic you have over the span of about 30 seconds, you're able to completely infuse every bit of magic you have as the high-level arch-witch wizard that you are. And you're able to cease the falling of this crystal.
Oh, thank fuck, I managed it.
And you're still a couple hundred meters away from hitting the ground. Hanzo, not so good at infusing weave.
Fucking come on!
You're pretty much just the worst anxiety attack ever. Is you're just like, shit, what do I do?
Look, just ignore the Francilic Principality and fuse the weave faster.
Thanks, you're really helping me here.
Was any of
I'll
that
give us
common?
basics.
Worst comes to worst, if it doesn't work, I will fly under it and catch it.
Well, as a rather intelligent superhero once said, and what do you expect me to push off of?
I didn't say I'd be doing it in the air. I will fly back down to the ground and catch it. Or if anything, I'll crawl onto like where it's going to hit on the ground and then fly to stop from killing myself and then catch it. It's like the idea of if you're falling out of a building on a chair and you jump out of the chair, you'll be okay.
That's
Yes.
not how that works.
Of course it is how that works.
Yeah, but they don't have magic. I do have magic.
It's like jumping at the last moment in a falling elevator. All that shit's gonna do is make you hit the ground harder.
Yeah, but if I jump and can fly... Point is, even if I don't have anything to push off of, I have pure brute strength.
Look, just use some of your magic items to give that edge.
Oh yeah,
But
I could
yeah.
try putting a Mjolnir on it and just pumping in some of those magic charges. If it shatters, that's fine. I can maybe do something about that. If it doesn't shatter, that works too.
Alright, so yeah, you continue pumping all the magic power you have into it, and it just does not feel like it's going to be enough. Now might be the time to call upon your god, as you have very few spell slots remaining to throw at this thing.
Yeah. Alright. Contact God, and then if that doesn't work, I gotta catch it.
Alright.
Here we go. I'm gonna roll these motherfucking percentiles.
So, what are you gonna call on, other brain not working?
Divine intervention.
I got all day to wait for questions.
So, what exactly is going to be your request of Kingston?
It's, I think what we talked about just a minute ago. Fill the crystals holding up the ceiling in Nevermore to fill them until they wither away.
Alrighty. Roll that percentile.
Ha! Oh my
Yeah.
god, I did it. Oh my god, I did it.
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit, I did it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Good job, Hansel. Holy crap.
Ah!
Yeah.
So,
Not a
just
TPK.
as you're pumping all the magic you have into this thing, you grasping at straws, just a pleading beg to your god Kingston. You call out to recharge this crystal with everything you had. You know you only need to save 2, and you can see that Paige has already stopped 1. And then a miracle happens. From within your crystal, a small light appears. And then it begins rapidly growing and expanding until it fills the crystal with a glorious, luminous glow. Just almost blinding because you're staring straight into it. And yours and only your crystal ceases to fall.
Ugh. Fuck. Oh, I'm exhausted.
Woots. You're
Yeah.
riding this thing like a crashing meteor.
Oh no, I just envision it. It's gonna be like it's like in I'm not sure if you guys seen the old movie Doctor Strangelove. And there's a scene in it
Yes.
where the guy's like riding on the missile down. I think Woots is
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like that.
Alright.
Okay, okay. I don't understand how magic works, but Paige keeps on saying it's like weaving magics. I'm just imagining like making a giant net of like thread to wrap around this thing.
Look, key is just the weave that has been percolated through your key bag. Okay, fuck it, I'm not making any shit up anymore.
No, that's your wizard talk. This is my key. This is my own magic. Okay. This is okay. I got this. Just weaving it. I would just imagine knitting a net. I'm going to put all my key points into it.
Alright.
And to further help that net, I'm also going to throw in a magical item or 2. The iron bands of Bizarro.
Valaro.
Thank you. And
Never used it.
we only used them once or twice,
They're
but
just never
got us
successful.
really far.
We talked about
This-
using them all the time.
Yep. I'm gonna use my Shroud of Whimsy and I don't want to, but my Elemental Hand Wraps. Just all this fabric and everything, just making this whatever like net cloth thing to catch it and hopefully not make it fall.
Alright, so using a combination of the weave from the magic items along with your own key forged from the elements around you, you begin to make your key a physical force, wrapping it around this falling object as tightly as possible, just catching it in its grasp. And you very limitedly, back when you were at the monastery, happened to train with a Master 4 Elements monk.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have that grasp on how the elements themselves work, and you're able to call just very slightly upon those learnings. And you're able to grip upon the air in a way, almost step on it as a physical surface. And you begin to rein in the crystal under your own physicality. It is by no means stopping, but it is slowing rapidly.
I'm basically going to crawl to where it's going to hopefully impact the ground. And I'm basically going to cushion the fall if I can.
Ah. So basically, you're putting your own
Right,
body
I was like,
between the crystal and the ground after having slowed it significantly.
well, yeah, I still got my height of whatever.
Yeah, so you will have resistance
Height
to
of
the
line.
damage.
Yeah, my Newman's height. Yeah, non-magical damage. If I'm protecting the crystal from the ground, I'm probably going to absorb everything from the ground.
Alright, so you scamper your way down to the bottom of the crystal, having slowed it significantly, and you just fucking crouch down and just launch yourself off the crystal to make sure you hit the ground before it does. And you arrive with a few seconds left to react, but with your lightning fast monk reflexes, you're able to land, correct yourself, since you have monk's slow fall. Obviously, you're not taking any damage from that. You're able to get to your feet, turn around, and basically catch this crystal across your back, just like that typical depiction of Atlas carrying the world. And, give me a Constitution save.
Rolling up to it. Hero's Feast doesn't do it. That's just wisdom, right?
Yeah, that's wisdom.
17?
So you feel that crystal impact. You only feel it. It doesn't cause you any physical pain, as it were. And it craters the ground. Well, it levels the building you're standing on, and then craters into the ground some 10, 15 feet with you under it. But doesn't really do any damage to yourself. And you're able to shift yourself.
Still intact?
Yeah. It is still a
Yep, I did a good
completed
job.
crystal. And you have halted it with only damage to one building and part of the ground. And in those last few precious moments, when the fourth one is getting ready to hit the ground, all the civilians have been evacuated. They're all clear from the blast. And you get to hear the deafening screech of 1,000 voices, all casting Shatter at 7th level.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Sorry, 8th level. I forgot I still had an 8th level spell slot.
Look at that.
So let me, just for the sake of damage,
Oh god.
You're gonna break roll 20.
You're gonna crash this fucking site right now.
I only have to roll it as an 8th level spell, and then multiply by 1,000.
Oh yeah. 36,000.
So 36,000 thunder damage at advantage, because specifically things made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal have disadvantage on the saving throw against it. And non-magical
Yeah, the
objects that
crystal
aren't being
explodes.
worn or carried take damage if it's in the spell area. So yeah, 1,000 Krell screeches that carry over for roughly 500 meters, or 500 feet, emanate from this one corner and just echo chamber in this giant cavern that we call home. As the fourth one is just atomized.
Whew.
Well, and death. So, whatever the brother names was, have we saved the town?
It would seem so.
Oh, thank fuck.
How the
And
fuck am I
Paige
gonna
just
get down?
falls to the ground, Kratos style, and I cast Feather Fall before hitting it.
Oh yeah, I can fly.
And we go with that Feather Fall here, so you don't forget, and take all the spell slots out because I used everything else.
I forget how long my Chaos Given form lasts. Until dispelled or wished away. So yeah, the 1,000 Krell clones dissipate. And we once again reunite. 4 heroes that have saved the city of Nevermore. And what happens next, we'll have to wait for next time.
I can't fucking